guys, I'm back with another video, and before we get started, I know my hair looks a mess. I know my bun is uneven. Please guys, please do not come for me. I'm gonna get my life together. But in today's video, I'm gonna be telling you guys about my biggest college pet peeves, because at this point it needs to be said. Okay, so if you guys want to hear about my biggest college pet peeves, stay tuned. We're gonna get right into the video.
Tell me, why do you still love me? Why do you love me?
Okay, so just so you guys know, just a heads up, if you see me glancing down this way, it's because I've written down a couple notes just so I can stay on track and this video doesn't get too long. But I'm gonna get started. So for my first pet peeve, I have college professors who force us to do icebreakers. Why are we in college still doing icebreakers? I don't know. I don't want to learn weird facts about Jimmy who can touch his nose with his tongue, or like Sally sitting over there who once binge watched 10 movies in one day. Like, that's not relevant, and I don't want to hear it. I don't want to talk about it. Or like the 2 truths and a lie, where we have to try and figure out a whole stranger's life in about 30 seconds. Like, how am I supposed to know which one's the truth and which one's a lie if I'm just meeting them for the first time? Like, can somebody explain that? Because I don't get, like, why do professors think that's fun? That's not fun. If anything, I just want to come to class. I want to be antisocial because that's just how I am. And I would just want to go about my day. I don't, guys, let's just stop the icebreakers. I'm telling you now, if you're a professor out there, the icebreakers are not fun. Just let me casually meet these people on my own. For the second one, and this one, oof, this one should be number 1. But the professors who wait until the last day of the semester to put in grades. Why would you do that? Why would you give me an anxiety attack? Because the whole semester I'm sitting here thinking I'm doing great, I'm passing all your tests, I'm turning in all my homework, and then the end of the semester comes and my grade doesn't match. And now I don't have any time to figure out why my grade's like this and how I can fix it. So now I'm screwed. Like, I understand you don't want to put in so many grades, like, at the same time,
But that's literally your job.
like, you're here to teach us and give us a grade. Don't wait until the last second to do something, because you're not setting a good example. I already like to procrastinate, and if you're procrastinating and I'm procrastinating, it's not gonna work, okay? So we just can't do that. And speaking of grades, that leads me to number 3. If you're a professor and you like to base my grades off of only 2 or 3 tests, it's not gonna work. I'm gonna drop your class, because I already know me. I don't like to study for tests, and if my grade only depends on tests and I don't like to study for tests, it's not weighing in my favor. And what about the people who are not good at test taking? Like, there's some people who they can't take a test. They're not good at taking a test. And like, if you can't base somebody's grade off of something that they're not good at doing. Like, I could probably write a 5-page paper about something we talked about yesterday.
Which, don't get me wrong, I don't want to write a 5-page paper.
But I'm just saying, like, I know the content. Don't base my grade off of just 2 or 3 tests, because it's gonna set me up for failure. Like, give me a couple participation points, maybe some attendance, some homework, and throw like 1 or 2 tests in there. But we have to balance it out, because people have different strong suits, and we just have, like, you guys have to realize that. So, number 4. I know you people are out there, and you need to stop. Do not come in and sit in the seat that I have been sitting in the whole semester.
Why would you do that?
I know there's no assigned seats, but there really is assigned seats. Like, it's a code. It's a college kid code, and even if you're a freshman, let's get it down pat right now. If you see somebody sitting in a seat for like the first 2 months of class, do not come in and sit in that seat. It's gonna drive them crazy. I promise you, I'm telling you firsthand. Like, one time I came into class and somebody was in my seat. And of course, I don't know what to do now, because I'm not a confrontational person. Like, I'm not gonna go up and say, you need to get out of my seat. So I just went and I sat in somebody else's seat. And I think you guys see where this is going. They came in and they had an attitude with me because I was in their seat, but little did they know, somebody else was in my seat. And so then they went to go sit in somebody else's seat, and it's just a whole like trickle down effect, and we don't need to throw the whole class off. So if you're that person,
Don't ever do it again.
shame on you. Don't ever do it again. Because we're just not doing that. 2019, 2020, we're not doing that anymore. Fifth, University of West Georgia. I don't know if every other college is like this, but University of West Georgia, you need to get it together because it should not take me 20 minutes to find a place to park. That doesn't make any sense. I pay so much money to go here. Everybody pays so much money to go to this class, and there's not enough parking for every student. You guys owe us some more parking. Somebody needs to run me some more parking spaces because I'm tired of it. And then after the 20 minutes that you spend looking for a parking spot, you have to walk a whole nother 20 minutes just to get to your class. Like, I don't want to run a marathon right before I have to go to class. I want to park, I want to skirt, I want to pull up and park, and then get out of my car and like walk 5 minutes, maybe tops. I want to walk like 5 minutes to my class and just learn. I want to get some knowledge and I want to learn without having to go from China to my class. So please, I know you're seeing this, anybody in West Georgia, you owe us some more parking because we put up with it for long enough. We put up with it for long enough. And the last item, the last item that I have on my pet peeve list is professors who cancel class and they don't send an email. They don't say anything, they don't send an email. They just let us show up and look dumb, basically. You get to class and there's a letter on the door saying you don't have class. And now I'm upset because I commute to school, so I have a good 30-minute drive to my school, 20, 30 minutes depending on traffic, but I have a good 30-minute drive to school, so I got out of my bed early. I drove to class just to find out that we don't have class.
There is no class.
So now I've wasted my time, I've wasted my gas, and I could have stayed in my bed. So now I'm upset, and now we have beef. Now I have beef with you, and I don't want to have beef with you. I want to be cool with you, so let's not have beef. You need to send me a quick little email that says, hey, won't be able to make it to class today. Everybody enjoy the rest of your day, and we're cool. But that's not even the worst of it, because sometimes you'll get that professor who doesn't even leave a note on the door. So now you really look dumb because you and all your classmates are sitting in class for 20 minutes until somebody finally realizes that the professor probably isn't coming. Now what am I supposed to do? Because now I've sat here for 20 minutes mentally preparing myself for a lecture that's not going to happen. There's not going to be a lecture and you didn't send an email, so we didn't know! Why? Somebody make it make sense. Why are you that professor? Stop being that professor. Send an email. That's all you have to do. I've already got myself hyped up. I'm going to end the video off with that one. If you guys like that, please show some love to the video. Show some likes, comments, subscribe if you feel like it. Share it with your friends. I have so many more videos on the way. Just be on the lookout for those. Bye!